Hi, I'm Megan. I'm the Ultimate Hype Witch. Today, I'm going to talk about how we have moved from being human beings into human doings and human buildings, and how that has really allowed us to stray away from our natural essence and our actual spiritual connection to our source and like where we came from, and how we can actually integrate and create and birth a life that we are proud of and that is sustainable and that moves with the natural ecosystem and natural rhythm of this world. So, the first words that came out of my mouth when I activated my voice in the Virginia spiritual awakening that I had were just be. It wasn't just do. This isn't a sneaker commercial. We are human beings, right? And so we are meant to learn how to just be and become a better version of ourselves. We are raised in a society, in a world that is built to create, maximize shareholder value, right? And there's very little value on the individual, and it's very much on collective success and what that means in terms of creating more money and value for yourself, your family, companies, billionaires, all of these things. And so we get caught in this needing to build and needing to do constantly all the time. And it's not just with our work lives, it's with our real lives too. Like, I live in Austin, Texas, and it is Neverland. Like, there's constantly things to do. I would never get anything done if I said yes to all of the things I'm invited to do, and I'm only invited to do like a 0.0% of like all of the things available to you. Like, everything's available to us here. So I understand that's different in other parts of the world, but there's also always something to do. There's always some grand distraction, like whether it's going to the movies, going to the mall, going shopping, buying, consuming, right? Whether it's content on your phone, there's always something that's going to try to distract you from you connecting with yourself. And with Ultimate Hype Witch, my mission is to help you remind yourself of your own magic, to remind yourself of your own power, so that you can connect with yourself more deeply on not just a spiritual level, but on the human level, and learn how to integrate the themes that I talk about in real time and foster deep connections with yourself, with your community, your family, other people, and then hopefully the world, because it's all about how you start with yourself, you go outwards, and you just start making your way, right? So that's what I've been doing over the past few years in Austin with myself over the past however long of personal spiritual development. I started learning about my spiritual self in like grade school, high school, because I had a very spiritually inclined focus in the Catholic school that I grew up in, going to, and I'm very grateful for that. So I understand that not everyone has this basis and this baseline, and that is like my norm of like the lens that I look through life. And so when we bring it back to just be, what does that mean to you? If I told you, your assignment after this, watching this video, is to sit with yourself for an hour, no phone, no distractions, no music, just go sit with yourself, just inside of your house, and don't turn on the TV, actually sit. What comes up for you? How often are you doing that? And you can do a focused kind of meditation, like just laying there and allowing things to come up and trying to, allow it to move away. But you have to ask yourself, okay, if I don't actually build this time in my day, my week, then where is my life gone? What have I been doing and building all of this for? Who am I? Like, where does my identity attach to these actions that I've been taking? And I see it often, especially in Austin, like people are just constantly going to the next thing, experiencing the next thing. And I'm an experience haver. I love sharing experiences. I'm pretty intentional with it. And I've, learned my lessons about just saying yes to like all of the things. and you can't have like socialization burnout, what I would call it. Um, but if you're constantly going and doing, and you're not ever being, right? And so you're having a human experience and you're having a great time. But if there's things that aren't fulfilled in your life, and there's aspects of yourself you have yet to look at, and you feel like a sort of emptiness while you're out doing it or doing the things, and you're with the friend group, but something just feels off, like something's missing. So you kind of keep searching outside of yourself for the next thing, whether it's, another friend group, another activity, another thing that's going to fulfill you. And a lot of people have forgotten to just sit with themselves and learn who they are and learn what their actual preferences are. And this goes for businesses as well, right? Even like as a businesswoman, business owner, like I've been in real estate for 6 years. I've had other businesses. There's always been other people just like pushing to like increase the revenue streams and all the things. And of course, making money is important because that's how we sustain ourselves in this society as it is right now. And I believe that there is a shift coming at some point over the next few years in terms of how we value ourselves and value our resources. And I think that there's going to be a shift in that. But there comes a time when, okay, how much of my day is spent building and going after something that maybe it's for someone else, maybe you're working for someone else, and you're burning and churning so much of your energy, your life force energy is being focused into that. Or it's your own business, right? But you're focusing on the wrong things. It's like, oh, I need to make this crazy money goal for absolutely no reason, right? Like maybe you're just financially well off and you just have these goals. And I'm not saying to not set goals, but there comes a point in time when building for the sake of building something that's sustainable and that gives value to other people and helps people with their day-to-day lives, there's a turn where it's, okay, well, is this just a money grab now? Like, am I really adding value? Does increasing my prices by X amount add that much more value in other people's lives? All of this. And it's like, okay, am I just regurgitating the same thing over and over again and repackaging it and selling it as something else? Because I've seen that a lot in the coaching space as well. So when we continue to focus on building and doing and constantly being on the go, and we never give ourselves time to sit with ourselves and just be, no matter how uncomfortable that can get, we are doing ourselves and our spirit a disservice. Because if you think that running around for the rest of your lives, just chasing the next dopamine high is going to get you to that place of euphoria, that nirvana that you've been seeking, I promise you that there is so much available to you in every present moment, sober, completely and entirely sober, that you don't need to be constantly going and doing all of these things just to chase these little moments of these highs and these moments of feeling that bliss. Like, there is bliss inside of you that can be accessed anytime. And it starts with kind of excavation and just taking stock of what's going on in your world, your internal world, because your external world is a reflection of your internal dialogue, and dialogue with self, dialogue with your spiritual self, your spiritual connection. Like, you have to ask yourself, how often am I allowing myself to just listen to what my brain is telling me, to what my heart is telling me? Because these are two different things, right? And then there's also the gut, which a lot of people say is your second brain, or really the first brain, right? Because it's the gut instincts. And you have to learn how to listen to all of these parts of yourself, because if you ignore it and you just keep doing and going and building, and you're gonna break, and you're gonna look around at your life and you might think, like, you know what? I haven't actually been going after my dreams. I've just been coasting, and I've just been doing things that, satisfy me and I've been having a great time, but there's something beneath the surface that's missing. And for me, almost 4 years ago, before I went into that Virginia portal, my relationship of 5.5 years literally ended the night before I left. And that was such a huge catalyst for how I got to live the life that I live now in this beautiful witchy cottage, with so many incredible friends, so many incredible humans, so many incredible opportunities and adventures and just magic that has happened in my life, is because of allowing myself to just be, and allowing myself to really sit with myself and allow myself to be present enough in the moment to not miss any of the magic and beauty that is surrounding us at any given point in time. And I promise you, if you don't see it around you, it is there. And I'm going to do another video, which you can watch after this one. And it's going to be talking about how you can choose to see the magic. And if you can't see it, then it is your responsibility to go and create it. All right, I'm Megan. I'm the Ultimate Hype Witch. I hope you have a magical day.